Another application of completing the square is writing our quadratics in vertex form. So remember that vertex form is y equals a x minus h squared plus k. And the vertex form is really nice because we can see the vertex super easily. This equation is not in vertex form, but we can get from here to here by using the completing the square method. It's slightly different than what we did in the previous videos, but it's still the same idea. So here's how this works. We are going to complete the square. Now, normally we moved that 1 to the other side of the equation. This time, I just want you to scoot it over. Okay, just move it over. Okay, I just want to worry about this part of it. Okay, so just move the 1 over. We'll deal with it later. Okay, so now we have that -2 out in front. We're going to factor that out, which is going to leave us with x squared minus 5x. And now we're going to complete the square. We're going to take this middle term, divide it by 2, and square it. So, boy, these are not easy numbers, huh? -5 halves times -5 halves is going to be 25 fourths. Okay, so that's what we're putting here. But remember, it's not really a 25 fourths. It's really -2 times 25 fourths. So it's really a -50 fourths. That's okay. We'll call it a -50 fourths. Now, we have to balance that. So right here we have this -2 times 25 fourths. To balance that, since that's a negative, we're going to have to add that 50 fourths, okay? Because it's subtracted here. We're gonna have to add it here. Okay, so we have to balance that out. Okay, let's keep going. So we have -2. We need to factor this thing. It is always going to be something squared. And this is where the shortcut that I told you really comes in handy. It's always this number before you squared it. So it's going to factor into x minus 5 halves. And that's the easy way. And then over here, we need to add 1 plus 50 fourths. That's 25 halves. And 1 is the same thing as 2 over 2. So this is going to be 27 halves. And that's it. We're actually done. That is vertex form. The vertex is 5 halves, 27 halves. It's asking if it has a maximum or a minimum value. Well, since the a is a -2, this parabola opens down. So this is a maximum value. So the max value is whatever the y-coordinate is. So 27 halves is our maximum value. Okay, I know that that's complicated. Let's do another example. See if I can scroll this up a little bit. Oh, we got tons of room. Okay, we're going to write these in vertex form and find the minimum or maximum. So, same process. We want to complete the square on the part with the x's. Just scoot the 7 over. Okay. Now, we've got that -3 out in front, so we're going to factor it out. So that gives us x squared plus 3x. And now it's time to complete the square. We're going to take that middle term, divide it by 2, and square it, which is going to be 9 fourths. So plus 9 fourths. That's not really a 9 fourths. It's really a 9 fourths times -3. So it's really a -27 fourths. So if I have a -27 fourths, I need to balance it with a positive 27 fourths. So that's what I'm putting here. All right, now we have that -3. We want to factor this thing. It's always going to be a perfect square. And shortcut, it's always this thing before you squared it. So it's x plus 3/2. Plus we need to add 7 over 1 plus 27 over 4. We're going to need common denominators, so I need to multiply these by 4. So 28 plus 27. Man, these are terrible numbers. 55/4. Okay, we're done. That is vertex form. There it is. Good news. The vertex is -3/2, 55/4. Since this is a negative, this parabola opens down, so it has a maximum value. And the max value is whatever that y-coordinate was, 55/4. Okay, one more. Same process. We want to complete the square on this part, 2x squared plus 12x. Just scoot the 9 over. Now we need to move that a out, so we're going to factor it out, which leaves us with x squared plus 6x. And now it's time to complete the square. So you're going to take that middle term, divide it by 2, and square it. So that's going to be 3 squared, which is 9. So I'm going to add 9. That's not really a 9. It's really 2 times 9, so 18. So I can't just run around adding 18 wherever I feel like without balancing. So if I added 18, I have to subtract 18, which I'm going to do right there. So I have a 2. I need to factor that part. It is always going to factor into a perfect square. Numbers that multiply to 9 and add up to 6. X plus 3, again, remember it's always that number before you squared it. And then 9 minus 18 is -9, and that's it. That's vertex form. There it is. You can see the vertex right there. It's -3, -9. Also, since the a is positive, this particular one is opening up, so this has a minimum value, and the minimum value is whatever this y-coordinate is, -9.